That's not bad. Hey guys, Lawrence here, and it doesn't look like we'll be going outside to ride anytime soon, but I do have a new test bike. So I cleaned up my office and did a few laps, and here are my first ride impressions. I wish this was a joke, but it really isn't. This right here is the Trek Fuel EX 9.9. It's Trek's trail bike, but like the very high-end model. So the only slightly more expensive option you can get doesn't use the XO drivetrain, but actually uses Axis. So you don't have this sort of medieval cable thing coming out of your shifter anymore. What's really cool about the 9.9 bike is you got carbon in the front, carbon in the back, carbon on the hoops, carbon cranks, carbon bars. This bike is super lightweight. I'd pick it up, but I wouldn't be able to put it back with one hand. And so this is the latest 2020 model. It's a 29er, as you can see, but it does have some massive tires. So these are the Bontrager XR4 team issues, tubeless ready. So you can go tubeless to go even lighter, ever so slightly. Obviously that lightweightness is offset by these massive Shimano Saint brakes, massive 200mm rotors on there as well. I love it. You know how the gold on the Saint perfectly matches your Kashima coated Fox 36, factory 36 I should say. I mean, this is a top spec bike, let's be like for real about that. This is as good as they get. So you get the lovely Saint brakes. And from my first impressions, I did actually ride this for like 500 meters down the street as well. It does feel really nice. All I've done so far is set up sag and stuff, so I don't really have much of an idea on what it rides like. What I can tell you is if you're riding indoors, then maybe the knock block is going to be annoying because you can't really take very sharp corners. But this is not an indoors bike. I'm just trying to monetize a bad situation. Dropper post is the Bontrager dropper post, so just a mechanical lever over there. Quite a lot of drop on here. Obviously, depending on what size frame you get, the drop will change a little bit. And then moving towards the crank, XO carbon cranks. I do have my mallet ease on here because obviously you need that when you're just walking around in sneakers. No piggyback on the shock. That's a rather interesting one to me. So it does come with, again, top of the line Kashima coated Fox shock in the back, but no piggyback. It has the reactive true shaft technology that is only offered by Trek as far as I'm aware of right now. Really cool. In the back as well you have the Mino link, which basically means you have a low setting and a high setting. Messing with that setting will change your seat angle, changes the bottom bracket height to be slightly lower, of course, and it also makes the front end either slacker or steeper depending on what setting you put it into. I have it in low because just look at the elevation gain we have here and the steepness and the roughness of the track. Anyway, moving further back, another massive 4-pot Shimano brake, Saint of course, SRAM Eagle, again everything is X01, so the good stuff without all the gold. I actually do think the XX1 with the gold would look pretty neat with all the Kashima coating and the brass on the Saint, although the rear Saint brake does not have the brass on there, so the more you know. Anyway, a really cool thing that Specialized initially came up with is the storage inside of the bike. So there's a little lever on here and this pops out, so your bottle cage comes out just like that, and then inside here you can put your Apocalypse goodies in a bag in the down tube all the way down to here, and you can even stuff it up as well if you want to completely stash your down tube. Just don't put any batteries in there or anything that you won't be able to get out anymore, because that will be a nightmare. Anyway, something that's also carbon that I didn't tell you guys about yet, the seat rails. So those are carbon as well. Comes with the Bontrager Arvada Pro saddle. Haven't tried it yet, I think, but it looks all right from the little bit of riding that I've done here. So that's pretty much it, guys. I really wish I could make a long riding impression sort of video on this bike, but it is what it is, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!